What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video, and today we're actually trying something a little different. Instead of a pack opening, we're going to be looking at a couple of old Beckett Yu-Gi-Oh collector magazines, and these are from these particular ones are from around the end of the year 2003, beginning of the year 2004. And this was a magazine subscription you could get and had all kinds of Yu-Gi-Oh related stuff in here. Now, these weren't like official Konami products. This was kind of a secondary thing, but it still has a lot of really cool, helpful information in here. Well, for back then, obviously, these are a little outdated today, but it's really cool kind of go back to memory lane, see what people were talking about. And this, for a lot of people, this was kind of their main Yu-Gi-Oh resource. It has all kinds of stuff. It has individual card prices, products, even some deck lists in there, some other funny stuff you could go through. So, first one we're going to look at is the Yu-Gi-Oh Collector, the Obelisk Edition. Now, if we look on the back here, alright, very interesting. You could win the God cards. Now, not the real ones, obviously, because the real ones weren't released yet, but you could actually win the anime Egyptian God cards from this magazine. And it actually says something really funny about the God cards in here, but we're going to get to that page. So this is like going down memory lane. I owned this specific copy. And okay, so here it is. So the editor's note, Obelisk the Tormentor. So it says, let's see if I can get it to focus here, so we can see it a little better. Alright, so it says, Obelisk card powers are so enormous, 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense, that he's currently not allowed in any official Yu-Gi-Oh card tournament. But if you're playing a non-sanctioned tourney or among friends, you can add Obelisk the Tormentor in your deck. And it has like an Obelisk deck list in here. There it says there's a upper deck right there. This is announcing that they're changing magic cards to spell cards, which was interesting. Here's a funny ad. Spy Kids 3. So it's your average 3D virtual reality. Save the planet. Spy Kids Adventure. Now with extra cheese for Tony's frozen pizza. So this Obelisk thing is really funny. Oh, here we go. 2003 events. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. This is like... alright, so Beckett's Yu-Gi-Oh! Hot List. Top 10 list of most popular Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Dark Magician Girl, not a surprise. Exodia, Jinzo, an Obelisk the Tormentor card that you couldn't use. That's how popular these were. People still wanted to have these to flex on at school, I guess. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, Diffusion Wave Motion, interesting. Mirror Force, Gate Guardian, Tyrant Dragon, and Morphing Jar. The tournament pack one, the one that's worth like $2,000 today. And this is cool. So right here, they have like ads in here from like card shops, and this ad it's advertising, Blue Eyes White Dragon 3-pack lot, only $10.99. You can't get a Legend of Blue Eyes pack for $10.99, like as an individual pack. It has all these different... It has Neopets, that's really funny. Oh, here we go. Very rare. First edition 6-pack lot. Only $29.99 free shipping. So it has ads for card places. So here's another one. ARA Collectibles. And it has each kind of card for... Or like the rare cards for each set as a price list. So what's really funny about this, if we can see it... It might be a little hard to see because the text is so small. Okay, but it has the LOB Blue Eyes White Dragon first edition listed at $50 on here. So I wonder if anyone had the foresight to buy a Blue Eyes for $50 only for it to be worth so much more. Now here's the Obelisk God deck. So it's going to take forever to go through this, but it's just really, really interesting that you know, for casual players who didn't play in tournaments, they made deck lists like this. So we're just going to kind of skim through here, talking about Magic the Spell cards. Alright, more card shop advertisements. They're really pushing the God cards here. Do you know Slifer's other name? If you do, submit the answer and you could win the God cards. I get so, because this probably came out maybe during Season 2 or right before Battle City. So they're really pushing these God cards. Okay, let's just keep going here. Ooh, postcards. So here's a postcard Yu-Gi-Oh! And, oh my gosh, as it turns out, even though we saved him again, Setsu Kaiba is still one extremely rude person. If it wasn't for his little brother, I don't think we have bothered. Cringy. So we have Magician's Force, kind of a Magician's Force advertisement here, and it'll go through all the cards in the Magician's Force set. So that's really, really cool. Which, by the way, you can pick these magazines up for pretty cheap. I think I probably picked these up for less than MSRP. Which is cool. Here we go. The episode lists. Alright, who else had... Did anyone else have these DVDs? I think the only one I had... Let me see if I can get the light to shine on this a little more. There we go. The only one I might have had was the Champion versus Creator one. And maybe Best of Friends, Best of Duelists. That's definitely possible. Now here's where it gets funny. And maybe a little cringy. Okay, Worldwide Master Duelist Challenge. So this is like a character duel, and it even gives the character deck list right here. Right, it's for Maximilian Pegasus and Grandpa Moto. And it gives you like a deck list, and it goes through like this entire like character duel. That's actually really interesting. I guess Pegasus lost and Grandpa won. So let's keep looking through this. More card stuff, more advertisements. The advertisements are really cool. Look at it. You have the classic tins, right? You have all this stuff. You have the Japanese structure decks. Like, holy smokes. Happy holidays with Yugi. The other magazines you could get if you're getting the subscription. Ooh, some fan art. Now we're talking. There you go. Have some nice fan art. We have Change of Heart. Here's some more. Witty Phantom. There's Yugi. Nice. Let's keep going here. More advertisements. More. Oh, some collection protection. Get your sleeves for your magazines and your cards. You can buy a dual disc. Really cool. Oh, I missed this whole thing, by the way. So it has, if you look to the side here, it has a complete, like card price list for all the cards in the game, which is really, really cool. And look at this, it just keeps going and going. With a price list for cards. Like, this is actually a really interesting guide for people who wanted to take the game more seriously and buy cards. And I'd imagine like the market probably didn't fluctuate as quickly as it does today. Here we go. Here's an advertisement for Battle City. Kind of getting people ready for the next season of Yu-Gi-Oh! The market probably didn't fluctuate as quickly as it does today because of how you can buy stuff on the internet. Like, I'd imagine, you know, back then... Wait, what? Hang on, now I'm getting... Inuyasha? In a Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay. So I'd imagine that, you know, because you probably had to send in the postage to get the cards, you know, I wonder how quickly, like, the market would fluctuate, and these magazines would let you know if you got the monthly subscription. So this was the Yu-Gi-Oh! Collector, the Obelisk edition. Alright, so we have another one here, and it's a lot of the same stuff, but that's a really cool cover. That's a really, really cool cover. Alright, so we're going to open this up here and see what we got. Same. So here we go. Here's another hot list. Now this one's different. Exodia is number 1. Jinzo is number 2. Mirror Force is number 3. Fake Obelisk, Red Eyes Metal, Gate Guardian, Injection Fairy Lily, Tyrant Dragon, Ring of Destruction, and Morphing Jar. No surprises there. Some more advertisement to get packs, individual card lists. Here we go. This, for the anime fans, it explains all the Millennium items, who they belong to, what they do. Just really cool addition there. The thing about these Beckett, like here's a combo section. The thing about like these Beckett magazines is that they were made for really anyone. They were made for casual players, they were made for competitive players, and they were made for fans of the anime too. So it really had a lot of like for example, like here's just a couple just like simple combos that you could do, which is really cool. It's just funny seeing some of these broken cards. Snatch Steal. Here it is. Win Mattel's cool new Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc system. The destroyer of cards. Because, you know, no one used sleeves. So now we have a set list for Pharaonic Guardian. Ring of Destruction kind of being one of the main cards in there, I think. Lava Golem was another one. Book of Moon. The book cards were very popular in GOAT format. One of the pretty powerful cards there. Ooh, the Gravekeepers too. We got the Gravekeepers. And yeah, so can I send in this postage and get another? I can get a magazine and a Legacy of Darkness pack, first edition. Really funny. Alright, so let's kind of move on here. Let's see. Ooh, Metamorphosis. One of the broken cards from Pharaonic Guardian. Plays a huge role in GOAT format. Another fantasy duel. Another character versus character duel. Joey against Bakura. Yami Bakura. Good stuff. Someone should recreate these. The DVDs. Man, who... And you could buy it as VHS or DVD. Who had these? Did anyone have like a full collection of these? I had a couple of them. I definitely had the Kaiba versus Pegasus one. Oh, here we go. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2003. All Hail the King. And the winner of the 2003 is Yu Lang. First place. And now what I like here is it includes the winner and the runner-up, their deck list here. So these were both control decks. Like Yu Lang was on Sangan, Witch of the Black Forest, Mystic Tomato, Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, typical kind of control deck. You know, he would have Gemini Elf that could swing over anything, Jinzo, Fiberjoy, Yatagaratsu is in there, and of course all the classic broken spell cards. You know, Raigeki, Darkhold, Change of Heart, all of that, Pot of Greed, and it has a runner-up too. So if you wanted to kind of get a head start on improving your deck, you could look at that deck list and say, okay, this is what they use. More fan art. Very nice. Let's show these off. Imagine getting your fan art in a magazine. Like, now you can just kind of post it anywhere, but imagine getting it in a magazine. Just more advertisements. Another price list. I guess all of these have price lists, so you can see, hey, what are the cards worth? If I want to get a certain card, how much will it cost? And it just goes on and on and on. Imagine if they had this kind of thing today. On and on and on. More collector stuff. Are you the king of games? T-shirts. Miniatures. I might have had some of the miniatures. Game Boy holder? That's cool. And here we go. More anime stuff about the rare hunters. You can kind of just read through it. Again, it just takes a while to read through this stuff, so we're kind of going. Now here is what might be my favorite part of the magazine. Yu-Gi-Oh! Q&A. So this explains stuff like timing. So for example, if we look at question 2 here, I summoned Exiled Force and activated its effect immediately. However, my opponent chained it with a trap hole when I summoned. Can I still use the effect of Exiled Force before it gets destroyed to the graveyard? I guess you would like email this person these questions. And he said, no, your timing should be summoned and then effect. Trap hole targets your summons, which is faster than the effect. So this guy was explaining timing back in 2003. Like, I know missing the timing is like a big thing today, but yeah, this is a pretty like simple lesson in timing. For Exiled Force, you can't use his effects until he's actually summoned. And if someone changed Trap Hole to it, it's, I don't want to say negating, but it's negating the summon. So you can't use Exiled Force's effect because technically he was never actually summoned because Trap Hole got rid of him before he was summoned. So these things like explain like timing stuff. Like imagine like when you're younger and you're trying to be better at Yu-Gi-Oh! Like this was like a great resource you could use. And I wish, you know, it'd be cool if we had like more stuff like this. Obviously in today's world, you know, magazines aren't what they used to be. But I just really just like looking through this stuff. I remember I had the Obelisk edition when I was a kid, and every day I would like bring it to school and just look through like the same stuff every day, and it was a lot of fun. So I really like looking through these magazines. If you want to see me do some more, make sure you mention that in the comments, and I will definitely look at some more. I know the Pojo magazines are really popular too. So this was just a fun little thing just to show these old Yu-Gi-Oh! Magazines from 2003, 2004, what was in there, what people were talking about, what cards were relevant, and kind of how people approach the game in general. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. Later.